My job is not precisely simulation. My job is the mathematics behind simulation. And the past 3 or 4 years, I would say 3 years, I was on my own studying 1 hour maths every day. And I switched from my current domain, which was more about the design side, to mathematics side. Um, One thing I regret, rather, I do not regret not going on vacations or not having more time with friends, but I do regret uh, being more being less academically rigorous during my time at ISC. My time at UIT. Because I have come, there have been classes and situations where people would ask whether you have done this simulation, you have worked on this technology, or have you read this paper. This was very discouraging, and looking back, if I had been more academically rigorous rather than having the peer pressure to go around the canteens and go around chasing girls, I think I would have been a better engineer. So just as a house has everything, for example, house has piping, our house has electrics, it has internet, it has seats, it has chairs. It's similarly in an airplane, airfares and air conditioning systems. It has floors, chairs, seats. It has just like a car. So all the things which are in a car or in a house and an airplane, you do not need to be avionics specialist. When I joined, I was in electrics, doing electrics calculation, but over a period of time, I switched my domain. So I'm after 4 years of working, I switched my domain. So that's how I went about it. But avionics is nothing but electronics for aircraft. So if your electronics is good, your avionics will be good. It's just a fancy name for a very common thing. A gate. Somebody told me that gate is something which every student prepares while he is doing engineering. For example, while you study for class 12th, studying for class 12 prepares you for CBSE. So uh, studying for engineering probably may helps you prepare for gate. So if you're academically rigorous, you're solving the exercises, uh, you're reading textbooks, and at the same time, going a little bit deeper using the internet, doing some online courses. If you are a little rigorous, it should not be a problem. At my time, I graduated a long time back, and the competition was less. I believe there are 50,000 students applying for GATE for Triple E at that time. Mechanical and Triple E both were equal. And I got something around a 555 rank, 500 odd rank. I studied for 4 months, but considering this, I almost studied almost 3 days a week, every day, every week for the past 3 or 4 years, a couple of hours a day. So I was very regular. So if you're regular, I think 3 or 4 months should be good enough. There is some book called Made Easy, if I'm right, some question answers book. It was there during my time. So that is one iterative solution you should follow. Second is go back to your textbooks. Go back to your textbooks, do the exercises. Have a just like just say AIEEE and all. You had a strategy, right? And you had a strategy of waking up in the morning, the evening you had to probably do some exercises, give some mock test, go through the syllabus every day. You have a timeline of planning throughout the syllabus. There'll be some things you leave out probably because they are not your strength, and you take that risk of if any question comes, I will leave them, and that's okay. That's probably a good strategy than doing everything else. So prioritize your syllabus, give mock test, and with trial and error improve your score.
In the defense service examination in the SSB, same question, the very first question they'll ask is, tell me, okay, Anirudh, tell me about yourself. In all the SSB they've asked me. So you have to sit and prepare. It will include two things. One is your strength, second is your weakness. If you know your strength, you can work on it. If you know your weakness, that is a better part, you can work more on it. Suppose if you're not a good runner, you can, start running.
So I use this question to pivot the interview in a way that which I like. For example, I will tell usually something about myself and then probably show him some work or a piece of paper or some project which I'm proud of. And I tell the interview in a direction which will make my interview success much more. Some prototype or some web app, something which tunes the interview his focus towards my strength.
UIT
Yeah,
से पास
alumni
होके
is
भी कहीं पहुंचते हैं.
we weren't on time in classrooms. Here, so this is a casual chat. It's fine. For alumni is not so good looking. You guys are more good looking. So you're not missing much of us. I think.